Next question is for Mr. Vogel. As you know, Oldham County has received a number of violations last year regarding its treatment of stormwater runoff. Since then, a number of improvements have been made. What is your view on this issue as it relates to the violation and Oldham County's approach to complying with federal regulations?
Could you repeat that again?
Sure. As you know, Oldham County received a number of violations last year regarding its treatment of stormwater runoff. Since then, a number of improvements have been made. What is your view on this issue as it relates to the violations and Oldham County's approach to complying with federal regulations?
Well, I believe we're in compliance now. We have a group managing the stormwater and the sewer district, the same group. It's called the Oldham. And I believe they're doing a good job from what I can tell. What people in this community are upset about is a fee to have rainwater come out of your house and run somewhere into a creek and into a ditch or whatever and work its way to the Ohio River. We didn't have any option but to pass a stormwater fee on the people because of the violations that had occurred, and we had to get money together to be able to manage this program under the federal guidelines in the future. We had gone to our head from the State Department of Water and the EPA. They said, basically, we're going to put something in if you don't pass your own fee. So we thought it was better for us to decide what your fee was going to be than to let Frankfurt decide what your fee was going to be. They goofed it up in Jefferson County, and they did big fines in there, and the monthly stormwater fee that's on their utility bill is the fine for this thing is greater than what our monthly fee is for the entire program. So they're paying like $7 and some a month just for the fine because MSD goofed the thing up. So we're paying $3 and some a month. I think it's about $42 a year. So I'm in favor of clean water. I mean, come on, we've got to have it. We don't think of ourselves, any one of us think of ourselves as polluters. But yet, we put fertilizer on our yards and somebody changes their oil in the driveway and different things happen that we have to have our water supply clean. I mean, we all understand that. So we're trying to skim by as cheap as we can, keep these state and federal people off our back. We probably got more money than we need. We collected $800,000 in the house. We don't have a bill coming out until June.
It's the same question. As you know, Oldham County received a number of violations last year regarding its treatment of stormwater runoff. Since then, a number of improvements have been made. What is your view on this issue as it relates to the violations and Oldham County's approach to complying with federal regulations?
Okay. Obviously, I think everybody probably knows that this is an EPA federal mandate. It was initiated in the early 70s, Clean Water Act. And I guess simply, you don't fight with the EPA because you're not going to win. So this was kind of pounced down upon us. There was a phase 1 that covered bigger cities, and then phase 2 that included Oldham County. We have a 5-year plan. We have minimum control measures. We're meeting our requirements. We're educating the community, which is a big part of the requirements. The good news is the Department of Water, or Division, of Water and EPA enforcements, those groups of people are kind of giving us kudos now. We don't have any fines. We have avoided the fines. From what I hear, you don't want to fine because it's much, much greater and it would burden our budget tremendously. We did burden our budget for a while and probably spent a couple $100,000 at least trying to enforce this and work on it with our plans. So that's why we developed the stormwater district and the fines came into place. I don't like extra fines, nobody does, but we really were faced with something that was burdening our general fund and we had to do something. The progress has been good. I think we're in compliance, we have good clean water, and so I think it has worked well for Oldham County. We've avoided the fines, we are in good with the EPA and the Division of Water, and we're educating people, and our water is cleaner. So I think the initiative has been good, and we've handled it in the best way that we could with what we were dealt with this federal mandate.
Mr. Vogel, 30 seconds for a response.
I want people to be educated, but I don't want tax dollars spent. If you were paying attention to your mail here in the last couple of months, you may have received a postcard in the mail that had a recipe on the front of it for peanut butter dessert. It was sent out by our stormwater district, and on the back side, they had some pretty simple things that in very small print, you couldn't read it. I want an education process. I want it on Channel 25, and I want it to make sense when it comes out. Sending out recipes is not something I think the county government should do.
Ms. Gish, 30 seconds for a response.
As far as the recipe goes, if somebody got a good recipe with it, I guess it's okay. It doesn't cost any more to have a few more words printed. I think it was just the thought that it would catch people's attention and not get file 13 right away. We're also educating people by using our countywide newsletter, what's happening in Oldham County, and that's good too. It's a big part of what you have to do in compliance is educating people, and you have to get that out to the public. Certainly we can use Channel 25, and I would be in favor of that as well.